Afternoon. Jumping on live, a bit rogue, and my kids are in the lounge, and the minute they hear this they're going to come and have a chat with you guys too. See? Making condensed milk. I have plans on baking tomorrow. I've had plans on baking for a few days now, but I have plans on baking tomorrow, and I don't have any condensed milk in the cupboard. And I know during lockdowns of Yonder last year, condensed milk was really hard to come by, so I had a look on the Thermomix and I was able to find a recipe to make it myself. And I'm going to show you guys just how easy it is to make. So I'm going to turn I've got a hands-free thing hanging off my range hood. It's actually quite an elaborate setup. I'm going to turn it to face the Thermomix and we are going to start cooking. Oh, and you just got a really good view of my filthy kitchen. I'm actually going to make a double batch because I need to make a couple of different things that require condensed milk. One complete recipe makes 1 can's worth of condensed milk. So by doubling the recipe, I'm making 2 cans of condensed milk, so I can use it for two recipes tomorrow. So I'm going to make some caramel slice, so then I will burn the condensed milk, I guess, to make it caramel, and I want to make some rumbles. So 40 grams of unsalted butter, which is actually going to be 80 grams. So if you're doubling a recipe and you're unsure, like if you're really no good at maths like me, and I mean this is easy, 4 plus 4 is 8, but like if you're unsure on what the double quantity would be, when you've just put in the amount that it says on there, so 40 grams, and then when you're finished that 40 grams, then just tear it off, and then just put another 40 grams in before you move on. So unsalted butter, and like I said, I'm doubling the recipe, so I'm going to put 80 grams. I have cut these into just pieces like this. From memory, they're going to melt anyway. Oh, that's way too much. Still too much. Cut some off. Oh my. Apparently I'm no good at guesstimation. Now it's under. Good job. 80 grams. 125 grams of water, which we need to double. Don't forget we're doubling the recipe. I thought I was really organised and had all of the stuff that I needed by the Thermomix, and it turns out I don't. So my apologies. Now I'm going to measure out 125, and then I'm going to tear it, and I'm going to measure 125 again. So the best thing about the Thermomix is that it weighs everything for you in 1 gram increments. So no need to get kitchen scales or anything out. And we're going to do another 125. No need to get the kitchen scales out, just use your Thermomix. And if you need to weigh anything that's not in your Thermomix or not going into your Thermomix, if you just put the lid on and take the measuring cup off, you can sit your bowl on top of the lid and it's a flat surface, and you can just weigh into that. This is going to cook for 3 minutes. And I'm not just going to have that pointed at the screen for 3 minutes. I'm actually going to increase that to 5 because we are doubling the recipe. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about, hopefully that will stay. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about the black limited edition Thermomix that was released yesterday for pre-sale. So it's been released on pre-sale, so they're not being dispatched right away. From what I've heard, they aren't far off being dispatched, but I don't have an exact date for that at the moment. Truth be told, I haven't asked either. So let me know if you want to know that. But black Thermomix, limited edition. This sale for the Thermomix, not sale, but this limited edition one will run until the 6th of April unless sold out beforehand, and we do anticipate that it will sell out before that. So if black is your kitchen theme, is your favorite appliance color, then I would recommend sooner rather than later for that. It is a shiny, glossy black. I haven't seen it in person, but I have, my team leader has seen it, and she said it's a glossy black one. You are given a microfiber cloth by me when you purchase a Thermomix from me, which would be perfect for keeping your machine nice and clean and fingerprint free and things like that. So if that's a worry to you, but as you know, if you already have black appliances, you already know what black is about. If you've got a black car, you know what black is all about. So pre-sale runs until the 6th of April or while stocks last. From what I can gather, they will not be getting any more in than what they are already getting. So if you miss out, unfortunately, it will just be bad luck. The price for that will be $2,429, and it will include 2 thermal servers. And not only are they 2 good sized thermal servers, so the round one and the oval one, they're actually black, which is the limited edition also, to match your black Thermomix. So you will get a whole black set to go with it. And I think they might even have added some black bowl brushes to the mix shop as well. So you could go full black with all of that. So the thermal servers, they're fabulous for keeping foods warm if you're making ahead of time. So it's 4:18 now, so you've got the time now to be making dinner, but you don't want to eat now. You can make it now, chuck it in your thermal server, and it'll keep it warm for up to 4 hours, depending on what it is, and if you've pre-warmed it beforehand. And then it's ready for you to eat for dinner at actual dinner time. By the same token, you can keep things cool in there as well. So if you keep it in the freezer, I can see my dog outside and the gate is open. Lucy, here. She's not allowed to go out the gate and she's venturing close. Be right back. Luce, come on. Inside. So with the one, you can keep things cool in there. So you can set yourself a jug of margaritas and put it in there and keep them cool in there, and then serve from there. The oval one is a nice shallow one. I don't have an oval one, but it's a nice shallow one. It's actually perfect for like taco night, because you can put the meat up in the corner, and then you can put like your shells or your breads through the middle, and then you can put some of your other ingredients on the other side. So that's actually a really nice one. 36 months interest free is available on the black machine, with a repayment rate from $17.42 per week. So quite affordable when you break down that cost. That's a couple of bottles of wine a week. That's a couple of coffees a week that you'd go without, or factor into your budget. Very, very affordable. That has been extended until the 15th of March. So we've got 5 more days of that, and it won't be extended further than that because it's already been extended from the end of the start of this month. So 36 months interest free is available on the black one. If you're keen to see what a Thermomix can do, hit me up. I am busy this weekend, but I am free through the week, school hours, and free on the weekends. We can do a quick online one, we can do an in-person one, you can come to my house and watch me cook dinner, we can do all of these sorts of things. So you've just heard that sing. The water and butter are done, and just look like that. So that's lovely. Next, 180 grams of raw sugar, but remembering we're doubling this recipe, so what I'm going to do, because I'm not very good at math, I'm going to do 180 grams. Yes. No, not today. I'm going to do the 180 grams, and then I'm going to tear it off and do another 180 grams. So if you are making a double batch, just measure out the double, like just halve the amount total to get your single ones. Like if you're using different recipes, if you're using it all in the same recipe, then it doesn't matter. Like if you're using a recipe that needs 2 cans. So we're going to tear that off, start again. Oh, caught myself a little cold from somewhere, I'm not sure. The minute our masks come off. But that's okay, I've been testing daily and I'm negative for the big C, thank God. Now, I mean, if you don't want this much sugar in there, you don't have to. You can adjust the sugar accordingly. Let's go a little bit over. 110 grams of milk powder. I just get the no-name one from Woolies, the Woolies brand one. The full cream one, always full cream. We don't do much light stuff in this house. Milk powder is handy to have on hand for condensed milk, for one. But also for yogurt. I'm just going to go straight up to 220 on this one because I can math this one. Also for yogurt, it's handy to have on hand for yogurt. It's actually handy to have on hand if you're doing a big baking day to make up some milk so that you don't have to use all of the family's milk while you're doing your baking. So I often, if I'm making donuts, for example, donuts uses a lot of milk in the recipe, so I actually just make up milk from powder for the donuts, and I think that they taste just as normal. There we go, a little bit over, doesn't matter. Pinch of salt. I always feel a little bit like Huey when it says pinch of salt. So we're on step 9 of 13, which means we're almost done. This is going to blend for 30 seconds on speed 10. And then I'm just going to check it because I am doubling the recipe and I've put a little bit of extra everything in there. I'll just check it and see if it needs to go again. I would love to know other... Too loud. Too loud. You can't hear me anyway, can you? Another 10 seconds. So this is on speed 10. This is as fast as it will go. So that's why it's so noisy. What I was trying to say is I would love to know some other pantry items that you have replaced since having your Thermomix, or pantry items you would like to replace with the Thermomix. Peanut butter is a really good one. Mayonnaise is another good one to replace. This has actually whizzed up really, really well. I'm just giving it, I think the next step says scrape down sides and bottom with a spatula. Mayonnaise is a really nice, easy one to replace yourself. So is aioli. Love making my own aioli. Big Mac style sauce. A lot of the stuff that goes like in the door of your fridge, like all the jar stuff that's in the door of your fridge, you can replace pretty much all of that with your own cooking in the Thermomix. So if you're looking to remove golden syrup, Annette, yes, yum. That would be amazing. I love golden syrup. I actually probably overdue for making some golden syrup dumplings, so they might go on the list at some stage this week too. Although we're running out of days this week, maybe next week. So yeah, pretty much everything that's in your fridge that has all the preservatives that make it last forever in your fridge, you can replace by using your Thermomix. Here comes one of them now. And then this just says to pour into jars, into sterilized jars. Now to sterilize, the easiest way to sterilize your jars is in your Varoma. Pop them into your Varoma upside down. So like that, jar bit facing down, so that it sterilizes inside the jar. Pop it on kettle mode and just boil it to 100 degrees for however long it takes to boil. And that's a really good way to sterilize your jars. You can actually do that when you're making your own yogurt. You can actually sterilize your jars and clean your bowl at the same time. So do a vinegar wash in your bowl by just boiling some vinegar in your bowl on the kettle mode, and then while you're doing that, sterilize your jars up the top at the same time, and then everything's ready to go when you make your yogurt. That looks pretty amazing. There we go. I don't want to tip it everywhere. So that's 2 cans of sterilized milk there that I've just made of condensed milk in less than 15 minutes. I did do a little bit of chit-chatting beforehand. Less than 15 minutes, and once that's cooled down, will be perfect to chuck into some rum balls and some caramel slice. I might make a quick video when I make the caramel slice tomorrow of making that condensed milk caramelized, because I think that is pretty awesome in itself. But I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you guys get a chance to watch this later on. Please type in replay if you're watching it on replay. I'd love to know how many people are watching this live and how many people are watching it later on, so I can sort of time my lives where more people can jump on at the same time. I understand that this is hectic after school time for everybody, most people, so understandable. But yeah, what is it that you want to replace from your fridge or your pantry with your Thermomix? Bye.